misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Murray on third down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is brought in by Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And touchdown Seattle. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right side, Henry's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pick.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It was a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He was brought down.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Blocked down at the 20-yard line. Chase Young coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Titans, nothing.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Hooked in the air, intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Adams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the option. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Titans.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And then he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Big play there. 51 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Murray looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Quinnen Williams.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action. They'll throw. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Gibson. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw. giving up points.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Titans! Big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the book.
Yeah, you know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
When the spotlight is at its brightest,
First and 10.
let's face it, it's the Super Bowl. Those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
23-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
There you go on the field, but okay, I see you. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen, because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, it's Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw, Murray. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Gibson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Dory